Can we just talk about how cute this scarf is? I'm loving it so much. Hello everyone, it's Meg, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my TBR for the Reading Rush 2019. If you did not know what the Reading Rush is, it was formerly named the Booktubeathon, and it is basically a week-long readathon, and you have challenges to complete, whether that's reading challenges, Instagram challenges, booktube video challenges, and it's so much fun. I did actually participate in it last year and I failed miserably. I didn't even finish reading one book, or I may have finished one book, and I was going to weekly vlog and that didn't happen. So I've planned out, I am preparing, and I'm going all out this year because I'm determined to do well. So my plan for this reading rush is to do a lot better reading wise, obviously, and I'm going to partake in the Instagram challenges like last year, and I'm also planning on doing weekly vlogging again, but this time I'm actually going to, do it properly. I am planning on definitely doing weekly vlogs Monday to Friday, and the rest of the weekend I'm probably not, because it's my friend's birthday and we're doing things, she's got a party and stuff, so I definitely will not be reading. If I read at all, it'll be on Sunday, so you may get like a weekend vlog from like Friday to Sunday, but hopefully I can definitely do weekly reading vlogs during the week, which will be awesome. So without further ado, let me show you all the books that I'm planning to read for this year's reading rush. So there are 7 challenges for this, and the first book that I have actually covers 4 of them, because obviously I am trying really hard I want to try and complete all the challenges this year. So the first challenge is to read a book with purple on the cover, and for that I have chosen A Quick and Easy Guide to Queer and Trans Identities by J.R. Zuckerberg and Maddie G. This book covers 4 challenges in total. It covers the first challenge, obviously, which is read purple on the cover. As I'm looking at it on my phone, it has purple on the flowers and the mushrooms and on the snails. And it also covers challenge number 2, which is to read a book in the same spot, because it is quite a short book, so obviously I feel like I can get through that quite quickly, maybe in 1 sitting or 2 sittings depending. I haven't actually got a physical copy yet. It is on its way, hopefully it will come today, that would be awesome. This also covers the challenge number 5, which is to read a book with a non-human main character, and this is technically a non-fiction book, but the main things that are creatures that are telling the story is snails, so I'm counting that. And this also covers challenge number 6, which is to read a book with 5 or more words in the title, because obviously it is quite a long title. It's got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it's got like 9 words in it, so that definitely counts. And I saw Chloe from Books with Chloe talk about this book in some of her videos, and I saw it on her Instagram that she was reading it, and it just seems like such a wonderful and important and educational book, so I really wanted to pick it up, and it just so happened that the reading rush was coming around, so I thought I might as well read it for it, and I'm just really looking forward to reading it, to be honest with you. I feel like it's going to be really eye-opening and just an absolutely wonderful read. So I definitely feel like that is a book that I can finish, and also it just covers quite a lot of the challenges, like over half of them, which is, that's great. So obviously we're jumping around a bit with all these challenges, because I have my first book, Queer and Trans Identities, covers 4 of them, but for challenge number 3 is to read a book you were meant to read last year, and I'm choosing one that I believe was on my Reading Rush TBR last year. I believe it was, I do think it is, and that is Letters to a Young Poet by Rainier Maria Rilke. I really think I butchered that quite badly. But this book is basically, I think they're real letters, I do believe, and they're just letters to a young writer, and they are translated, and I did start reading this, didn't get very far. So I really want to try and get to this, because it is like about literally 50 pages long, and it is quite a quick read. I just really want to finish it because it was on my TBR last year and I didn't get very far, so I definitely want to finish this, and I feel like what I did read of it so far I did really enjoy, so hopefully I can complete this and tick it off because I really want to finish all of the challenges this year. Challenge number 4 is to read an author's first book, and for this I'm actually doing a reread, and that is for Milk and Honey by Rupi Kaur. If you didn't know already, I love poetry. I'm a massive fan of poetry, and this was one of the first poetry collections I ever purchased because obviously there was so much hype about it, and I was very new, like getting back into poetry when this book came out. So I picked it up and I did enjoy it. I don't feel like I enjoyed it as much as everybody else did. Kind of like this Insta sort of modern-ish poetry I have mixed opinions on. Rupi's work I do enjoy, and I would still like to read her second book. But I just felt like rereading this because number 1, it's also a very quick read, and I just want to see if my opinions have changed on it as I have kind of become more advanced and knowledgeable, I guess, as a poet. Like, I'm still very much a beginner, but it's just to see if my opinions have changed and to see if just what I think, really. And there were some poems that I did like in here, which is why there's a few tabs on it, but I'm just really interested to see what my opinions are a couple of years down the line, to be honest with you. I've not read this book in maybe 2 or 3 years, so it'll just be really interesting to go back and see what I think of it. And we are on to the last challenge, even though I have been jumping around like mad, and that is challenge 7 is to read a book that has been adapted into a film, and I really struggled with this one because I was trying to choose a shorter book so then I could, you know, accomplish the challenge. But in the end I decided to go for Alice Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll. I could have gone for Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, but I did reread it last year and I didn't really want to reread it again this year, so I went for Through the Looking Glass, and I am going to be watching the Tim Burton, it's not even the Tim Burton adaptation, but the real life adaptation of Alice Through the Looking Glass, which I know has nothing to do basically with the actual story, but it is actually one of my favourite Alice adaptations. I do really enjoy that film, so in any excuse to watch it, to be honest with you. And it'll also be interesting to read Through the Looking Glass and seeing if there are any bits that are actually in the film, apart from obviously when Alice walks through the looking glass. But I just thought it'd be nice to do that, and I can get it on audiobook, so that's probably going to be my audiobook. And I do have it obviously in this. This is Through the Looking Glass and Adventures in Wonderland are both in here, so I can always skip between the two, but I would definitely like to try and do it on audiobook. So those are all the books that I have for the actual challenges, and in previous years they have done a challenge of to read 7 books, which they have removed. It is an extra challenge if you would like to do it. And I have got books for 7 books to read. I am definitely not going to read 7 books, but I would like to at least complete all of the challenges, and I feel like there is a good chance that I could do that. So for the rest of the books for my Reading Rush TBR, just in general, they don't fit any category. I have got Heartstopper Volume 1 and 2 by Alice Oseman, and if you didn't know already, I have talked about Alice quite a few times in my videos, but I absolutely adore her books so much, and Heartstopper is one of my favourites. I guess it's a graphic novel, but it's one of my favourite books from her, and I read the first volume earlier this year, and the second one came out on my birthday, which is why there are all cards in the background, by the way, because I'm filming this the week after my birthday, so I just thought I'd keep them up because they're cute and I like them, they're pretty. Don't judge me. But this is just a wonderful story about 2 boys falling in love for the first time, and they are obviously graphic novels, so they are very quick and easy reads, and I wanted to reread the first volume of Heartstopper before I read the second one, just to kind of refresh my memory, and it also ends on kind of a cliffhanger, so it means that I can read them back to back. And these should take me like a day, I guess. Like, knowing me, it'll probably take me about 2 days, but I can probably go through these really quickly, and I'm just so looking forward to going back into the story and to see what happens. I'm just gushing, and oh my god, I'm just so excited. So I thought these would be absolutely perfect reads for the Reading Rush, and I cannot wait. I really want to read all my challenge books first, but I feel like I might have to read some of these first because oh my god, I cannot wait. Like, the excitement is real. And for the last book that I have for my TBR, I'm going in between these two books. I don't know which one I am going to read, but I've got myself an option, so you know, I have an option. So I am either going to read Tin Man by Sarah Winman or The Paper and Heart Society by Lucy Powery. I'm not expecting to read either of these books. These are probably the longest books that I have on my TBR, and they are actual like full-on novels, whereas some of the, not all of these are, I've kind of got a mixture of like non-fiction, poetry, graphic novels, that sort of thing. But these are like actual novels, and Tin Man is like just over 200 pages, and I think Paper and Heart Society is like about 340 pages. So they are still quick reads, but I'm not expecting to read them. Either of these are going to be some of the last books that I will read, because I was going to read one of these after finishing the reading rush anyway, so if I don't finish it, it's not the end of the world. I'll just carry on reading it. And I do love these books very dearly, and I've been wanting to get, even though I haven't read them, but I have been wanting to get to these very soon, so I just thought it would be a good plan to give myself a choice. And when it comes down to it, depending on how well I do, obviously with the rest of my TBR, I will pick one of these up, whichever one I feel like reading. And yeah, I just thought I'd do that, to be honest with you, because I'm not going to finish one of these. I'm not going to read 7 books, so I thought I might as well choose a book that I'm going to carry on reading after the reading rush and enjoy and just take my time with, as that is kind of what I want to do a bit more with these books. So that is the plan, and these complete the books for the reading rush. So there you go guys, that is all the books that are on my reading rush TBR for 2019. I feel like this video was a bit of a mess. We're having work done on the kitchen at the moment, so the builders have been going on, and I just feel like I don't even know. I'm all up in the air today. I'm really looking forward to taking part in the reading rush this year. I am just going all out, and I feel like since I have kind of been more active on my channel, it has definitely motivated me more to take part and be more serious when it comes to readathons, because I have a mixed relationship with readathons because sometimes they put me in reading slumps, but hopefully this won't. I actually feel really motivated at the moment, and I'm just really excited to do daily vlogs and actually, fingers crossed, hopefully be successful with them, and to just generally read lots of wonderful books, because I have so many on this list that I'm so excited to read, and I just cannot wait, and to take part in the video challenges and the Instagram challenges and just everything. And yeah, I'm just really excited. And also, the Reading Rush have a website now, and you can also create an account and a profile to track your progress. And you also have badges that you can earn for each challenge, and there is one for read 7 books, and I believe there are a couple more. So I have made an account, so if you would like to follow my account or become friends with me on my account, then I will leave the link for it in the description down below for you guys, so then we can become friends and track each other's progress, and I just think it will be really fun. If you like this video, then please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you would like to see more bookish videos from me, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon so you will be noted every time I post a new video. As always, I will leave the links to my social media along with the links to my Goodreads and my blog in the description down below for you guys. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon.